Of all the gorgeous women you've seen me with in this video and over the other videos, 2/3 of them come from Instagram. The other 1/3 comes from day game cold approach. And even though I'm the build a high status social media guy, get an online dating virtual assistant, Instagram, delete dating apps, Instagram is so amazing, blah, blah, blah. You can outsource it. You get access to every girl. The return on investment for your time is so amazing, blah, 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 blah. Highest quality girls, better than dating apps, even though that's like my shtick. Day game should be the basis of all your game, and here's why. Just by forcing yourself to go in there, you're being more masculine, you're increasing your testosterone, you're increasing your confidence, you're increasing your ability to improv and be social and face your fears. You know that most dating coaches have social anxiety. I have social anxiety. If I don't cold approach for a while, I notice I start to be kind of shitty on dates. I have my good moments, I have my bad moments. It depends, like if I'm out with friends a lot, being social, that can kind of carry over into like your overall social skills in game. But with day game, you're really putting yourself in the fire. Like, you know how relaxing and easy a first date is, even with a stunner, even with a girl that kind of intimidates you. And if, even you've been in the game for a while, if a beautiful girl who has a conservative social media clearly doesn't have any sugar daddies, not showing her body, she's absolutely stunning. She's 21 years old, got a bright future, educated. She's texting well, she's articulate. She has all the green flags, and she's about to show up on a date with you, and you don't get a little bit nervous. I think there's something wrong with you. Now, through doing day game, not only do you build, confidence and social skills, you can actually get good leads from that. Now, here's the thing. Here's the problem, right? Well, most of you guys like who are negative on day game, you may live in, number one, a bad city or a bad area that's just, poor for day game. And number two, you just like, well, I'll go to the mall today. And you're like, at the mall on a random Wednesday, you're not going to see any girls. One thing is like malls, or even like, strips of like a restaurant row that's near a business district in certain countries, right? I don't think like in Oklahoma, all the people that like, take their break that like work at the bank or work at XYZ, insurance job are going to be like all these stunners at the food court in Oklahoma. Maybe I'm wrong, but certainly like Columbus, Ohio, which is like a college town, may have like some area or some time when like it's a new semester or something where all the hot girls, all the university girls kind of congregate. Or certainly the city I'm living in now, day game at the mall around lunchtime is fire. Metro station, as I used to tell my people in Columbia, go to like certain metro stations at 5:45 to 6:45. Get the girls going off the metro, not the ones going on. The ones going on are in a hurry, and they're gonna brush you off because they want to make the train, right? Make the metro. But the ones coming off are a bit more relaxed, and you can just like cram, so much game into it. And listen, it's just you and the girl. You don't have her fat, ugly friend trying to pull her away. No, we're lesbians, or none of that nonsense. You don't have a weird gay club hierarchy where it's like the schmucks, and general admission. Then it's the guy with like a normal table. Then it's the guy with like the really big table. Then it's the guy who has like the DJ booth table. Then it's the guy, I don't know what the actual DJ himself, whatever, like no weird club dynamics, dark lights, swirling fucking light shows that they have in the club, loud, obnoxious music. It's just you and the girl in a well-lit environment, sober. You get to see what she looks like, and it's kind of your first date. And actually, you get flakes from day game, but if you want to talk about like solid leads, a first, like if you cold approach a girl and you're chatting to her for more than like 10 minutes, it's kind of like you already had your first date out of the way. And guys who like, they don't like texting a lot, they don't have time for that. It's really great because she's already experienced you in person. And here's the thing too, going back to like the high status social media thing, there's some times where I don't have 5 to 10 minutes to talk to a girl. I got to get to the gym before it closes. Gyms in Latin America close really early on Sunday. Actually, reminds me, I got to get going like pretty soon here now. I think it's like, anyway, I got to get going. I finished this video to get to the gym. Sometimes I'm in a hurry. Sometimes I approach girls. Oh, I'm waiting for my Uber. Like my Uber's about to pick me up. Girls like kind of like, there's like this place like in front of this mall that like to do a day game where girls just kind of like stand out front waiting for their Ubers. You may have only like 30 seconds to a minute and a half before her actual Uber gets there. This is where a phone number exchange is good, but a Instagram exchange is better because you can go from like, listen, I'm gonna be perfectly honest. Like I get butterflies, I get nervous, I get intimidated by like gorgeous women. I want it to go well. I have kind of an ego from like, I'm supposed to be a dating coach. It's supposed to go well. And, not every approach is James Bond smooth. I get very good results from day game, but whatever. And I know that there's times where if I had done a phone number closed because I was kind of nervous. I was uncharismatic that day. Maybe I was, indoors all day, not talking to anybody. I don't just walk out in like a spontaneous social mood every time. Anyone who says that is, BSing. Not everyone has like their peak charisma at all times. And I had a very average approach. Maybe, yeah, for like, and maybe I'm hard on myself. Maybe like maybe like my version of an average approach is like way better than, how most schmucks would approach them. But I'm hard on myself. I have high standards. I know when like it's the mouthpiece is flowing and when it's not. And then I was bailed out. I was saved by having an excellent social media. So I go from like, yeah, that guy, he talked to me and listen, he had the balls to come approach me and that was very endearing, but I only talked to him for a second. He could be a random weirdo. He could be, like a guy who like kidnaps people. I don't know anything about him. We only talked for a minute. He was kind of interesting, but who even is this guy? And, it wasn't like, the greatest conversation I ever had. And then she says, oh, she's my social media. Let's put on in the editing of this video, like my social media. She's like, oh, this guy's given a speech to people. Like, what does he teach? What does he talk about? Oh, this guy's amazing, cool friends. He does fun stuff. He goes to the best restaurants in the city. Not only does he have cool guy friends, but like there's hot girls. Like there's bad, like certified bad bitches at the dinner table with him. But like, they're sitting kind of far away. Like, surely that's not his girlfriend, or are they? I don't know. Like, but hot girls are in this like social circle. So either him or his friends, must be very cool. I guess even if those girls are with his friends, I mean, he must be very cool by extension of his friends. And I don't know, whatever I have, the way I present myself, I'll put a physique shot up there. Let's show the edited physique shot. So I make my physique a little bit better in a way that is very subtle that she would never notice in real life. But she's like, oh, now it's like, it's an excuse like, oh, by the way, here's my best accomplishments. Oh, by the way, here's what I look like without a shirt. Oh, by the way, I have funny, interesting content. I won't play the clip right now. We played it before, but just take my word for it. I have like funny, interesting, charming video content, like 15 to 30-second reels pinned to the top of my profile. She watches that. And even if I was like, okay in person, now she's seeing me express myself. She's seeing my sense of humor. She's hearing me tell a charismatic, but yet, concise, punchy story with a funny punchline at the end of the story. She's seeing all this amazing resume, and it just, like perks me up. So the advantages of day game are numerous. And, I've said this before to guys. Some guys want us to like, get them dates and they want to use my online dating virtual assistant service. And I'm like, listen, dude, we can do this. First of all, you have to have a really good profile. Most guys don't have good photos, a good profile. But first, we got to do that. Second of all, we can get you all the dates in the world, but if like you're a schmuck, if you don't know about female psychology, if you don't know how to use your voice in a masculine way, if you talk like this, oh, that's so cool. Yeah, we should meet up sometime. If you talk like that and you can't keep eye contact and you're nervous and fidgety and you don't know how to sexualize the conversation, you don't know how to lead, you don't know how to accept the burden of the conversation at the very beginning, do like 90% of the talking, but then towards the middle of the date, or not even the middle, but just after the very initial stage of the date, you don't know how to slow the fuck down and intentionally leave a bit of silences, a little bit of tension so the girl feels it, make her kind of jump in and fill the gap, get her talking, right? Because you don't want 90-10, you talking 90, she's talking 10% the entire time. You want it at the very beginning, but then you quickly want to get into 50-50, or sometimes even just let her talk, let her, seduce herself into bed. So I really recommend you this for like actual ROI. Like if you know where to go during day game at the right times, you'd actually like get a good ROI on your time. And number two, it's the whole base of your social skills. It's the whole base of your game. It's your whole base of riz and mouthpiece and being actually an attractive guy, even if you're meeting women online, which is a better use of your time and a better long-term play for like actual results. But it just, you get a higher close percentage and it's just fun. It's just, you got to throw yourself into the fire. I'm the digital dating guy. Again, we talked about my strategy. I meet girls on Instagram. If you're new here, that's all I do. Well, not all I do. I do day game a lot too, as I'm talking about now, but it's just the purest form. It's good for the soul. It's good to feel nerves, hear your logical brain make every excuse. Well, she probably has a boyfriend and, in this Starbucks, it's kind of quiet. Other people will hear me cold approach her. Like the person at that table will hear me walk up to her. Right? I even cold approach girls with guys sometimes, bro. Here's the thing, right? Even if you're nervous and you don't, just like the boldness. And again, this is not like, listen, if you're not her type physically, if she has a boyfriend already, this is not like a guarantee, but just of you walking up to like a guy and girl, together and saying, hey, excuse me, very random. Are you guys like a couple? You guys like together? And if they're not, if, like the girl saying no, like we're not, like the girl usually answers first, because the guy will be kind of like, oh fuck, he's gonna like try to like, because he's in the friend zone, he's a simp. Yeah, I don't want to be rude, bro. Sorry, bro, but I just wanted to introduce myself, and you introduce yourself to her, and then just by you putting yourself in that situation, even if you're a bit nervous, she'll be like, whoa, like this guy has balls. And it's like, it's a great romantic story. Again, like you already have like your first date kind of out of the way. It shows a lot of attraction, and it just builds you up as a man. And it's your whole basis for game. None of this online stuff matters if you're a schmuck in real life. If you guys want to work with me, if you want me to build you a high status social media profile, I'll give you a free audit. Actually, go to the description of this video. There's information. My Instagram accounts get banned, taken down by the Matrix, is what it is sometimes, but there'll be some backup account if my main one's down. But go to the description of the video. On some account, you can message me the word audit, AUDIT. I'll give you a free audit, tell you, okay, these are the best photographers in your city. Take down these photos, need more group shots. Here's some, I don't know, you're not getting good lighting. Here's a trick to good lighting. You have like, good fashion, but the lighting's fucked up. I'll give you a personalized audit based on, where you are, what you're looking for. All that's in the description of the video. But look, do my shit, work with me, whatever, enjoy the fruits of, a high status social media for dating and networking with guys, but don't stop doing day game, boys. Like, do not stop. You can cut out night game. Night game can kind of be a nightmare if you're young and you're 21 and you can like, go out and, drink once in a while and get low sleep, and you're 21, you have unlimited energy for a period of your life. Again, there's a lot of negatives, but I guess fuck it, do some night game, it is what it is. It might be fun when you're younger, but like certainly if you want to just cut out night game altogether, you don't need it. Just day game, and Instagram should be your only tools for meeting women in 2025 and beyond. Subscribe for more free game, boys. And that's all I got to say. Peace out.